Well, first off, thank you for having us here today. What we're going to be covering is the resources going on here in Racine County. Obviously, here at VOW, it assists a lot of the veterans that are homeless, get them housing immediately, as well as a marketplace, and that's a big point of it. As well as we have VORP, we have CVI, and the point I want to get across is that we're coordinating and we're collaborating with all these different resources and how important that is. So if a veteran comes off the street into my office, we sit down with them, hear them out, see what kind of resources they need. We may have that warm handoff to Stephanie and her team here at VOW. And then moving forward, we work with CVI, we work with the VA to continue that warm handoff rather than just fixing somebody, putting a Band-Aid on a broken leg. We're looking for long-term housing for them moving forward. Would you like to go over a little bit, Stephanie?
Sure. So here at Veterans Outreach of Wisconsin, I'm the Director of Program Services, and I help run our homeless recovery program. So we're a recovery program for veterans who are in various states of homelessness, and we have them come here with us, and we really work to get them permanently housed when they leave here. And so we have a system where when they come to us, they're in all stages and all walks of life, all kinds of veterans, all areas of veteran. And we really work with them to provide them classes like our financial sustainability classes, which allow them to increase their financial health so that when they leave, they can be permanently housed and they can be financially sustained. And I work very closely with Zach. Some of the vets that come to us don't even know that Zach's office exists or what's out there for them. Or some of them say, well, I'm not a combat vet, or I'm not this type of veteran. There's nothing out there for me. And so Zach and I work very closely together to ensure that we can maximize those benefits for each of the veterans that we serve.
And here in Racine County, VOW is one of the biggest, resources that we do use for veterans that are homeless or at risk of being homeless. But like I said before, and I'm going to keep hammering this home, is collaborating with one another. It is so important. Because like Stephanie said, some people don't know that my office exists. And obviously when a veteran comes here and Stephanie refers them to us, that way we're there for them moving forward. And that warm handoff to warm handoff and following of them after we get them housed is the ultimate goal here. So thank you for having us. And we're always here if you need anything.
What are prerequisites in order for a veteran to get housing in the small houses?
Sure, we have a few requirements. One of those being, unfortunately, we cannot serve any veterans who have a dishonorable discharge. All other discharge types we do allow. Also, we do not allow anyone on the National Sex Offenders Registry or any violent crime within the last 10 years, to include things like manslaughter, stuff like that. Other crime is kind of case by case. A lot of them come to us with substance abuse or alcoholism or something in their past that may have led to a bar fight or something like that. So that's just me really sitting down with them and having that conversation. We do have an application process. So they have to fill out an application along with our policies and procedures. And then I sit down and I just do an interview with them to really make sure we're a good fit for them and they're a good fit for us. I don't ever want to put someone in the program who ultimately is going to fail because we just can't serve them to the best of our ability.
Thank you. Thank you. Go ahead, Zach. Were you going to say something?
To go off of that, one thing that Stephanie and her team is really good at is if somebody does not qualify for their program, Stephanie will call me like, hey, I have this veteran, give me their story, and we're able to find something else for them. So we're not just leaving a veteran hanging. I'm like, sorry, you don't qualify. Good luck. We always find something else in lieu of another program that may be better for them, better fit. So.
And Zach, you are a part of the VOM, their board of directors, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
What are some of the things on that board you guys discuss or you guys come up with on that board?
Well, really the most important thing is supporting our staff and whatever they need. We kind of connect the dots in the community, bringing people that want to get involved to help them out. And it's really the support. We have 100% confidence in Steffi and her program, our new executive director, Brad Bailing, and Ramon, the director of development. They're doing amazing things. So really our biggest thing is continue show support for them. And if they do need any resources in the area, we're here for them.
Great. Ms. Stephanie, how long can a veteran stay in the community?
We like to say 2 years, but we will let them stay past that 2-year mark if they're progressing and they're really making great strides in their recovery. I'm not about to set someone up to fail and say, okay, you've been here 2 years, it's time to leave. We have one veteran who's currently almost on year 3, but he's very close to moving out, so he's excited and he's set up, and I have the utmost confidence in him that he's going to remain permanently housed and live a really good quality of life.
Great. And are you all assisting with trying to get those veterans set up in permanent housing at some point?
Yes. So I have a litany of resources available, anything from our Racine County Permanent Supportive Housing Program all the way up to apartment complexes that want to rent specifically to veterans. That's just something that's how they want to give back. And so I'll kind of see what housing option works best for the vet to make sure that I'm putting them in something they can afford, that they're comfortable with, it's close to work, close to transportation, if that's something that they need. And then just make sure that, we're setting them up to live the best life.
Great. I was on your website, and one of the things that really just jumped out at me when I went there is the market that you guys have in the veteran community. Talk to us a little bit about that market.
Sure. So we have a food pantry that's available to veterans and their families here in the Racine area. We serve close to 600 veterans and their family annually. They're allowed to get up to 40 pounds of food, and we get food donations from all over, to include Amazon. So we've got a little bit of everything. And what's great about our market as well is that's how I source a lot of the groceries for the village. So while the residents are here, we provide them with a fully stocked kitchen. So they do one of the requirements for them to be here is they have to make dinner for themselves and their fellow residents twice a month. And so to do that and to kind of help keep everybody food, give them, the best nutrition possible, I source a lot from our market, and then they prepare a meal with what we have.
And to go off that a little bit here, the marketplace is extremely valuable, obviously, in the veteran community because, it's not just for veterans that are homeless or living here at the village, but I've sent so many families here that are just in down times right now. Obviously, during this last year, during COVID, a lot of people may be unemployed or, they need help with money, whatever it might be. They need food on the table. And I've been able to send them here, and they're taken care of, and they're so grateful for it. They don't feel like they're, asking for a handout. They feel part of the family here, and that's the most important thing here at the marketplace as well.
Absolutely. Has the pandemic affected you guys and how you've provided, shelter for veterans at the village?
No. What's kind of been a benefit and something that we've seen that we don't often see this time of year is I don't have a wait list right now. Normally this time of year, I do have a wait list, and I unfortunately will have to tell the vet, hey, you're going to have to just, kind of call every week or follow up with me to see if I have an opening. And with the pandemic and some of the restrictions and the rent moratoriums and things like that are going on, vets are able to stay in their house, but they'll still come to us needing other resources. And so that's how another way Zach and I work together is I'll say, hey, this veteran called me, doesn't need housing, but this is what he needs right now. How do we meet this need?
And Stephanie, I already know the answer to this question, but I just want everyone else to kind of know, how has it been a benefit to have the CVSO working hand in hand with you guys in this project?
I don't think we could do what we do without the CVSO office and their involvement. There's just so many resources they can connect with, so many county connections, and a lot of our vets, they'll still reach out to them when they leave here because they're just that wealth of resource for our vets. And we're fortunate here in Racine to have a very giving community. And so it's amazing. And without them, I don't know that our program would be as successful as it is.
And going to that same point, the way Stephanie communicates with me is obviously we communicate all the time on everything. And that's the most important thing because, a lot of VA programs, a lot of federal programs or state programs, a lot of veterans may not qualify for. And I think we all know that. So this way, linking up with my office, we use county resources, we use other state resources. That way we always have something for the veteran. Like I said before, that's the most important thing, not leaving them high and dry. We have something to at least work with them on.
Great. How would a veteran get in contact with you, Stephanie, in regards to trying to get information or find out how to stay in the village?
Sure. So we have a contact link on our website, which is veteransoutreachofwisconsin.org. And also on our social media. So we do have a Facebook page, Veterans Outreach of Wisconsin. They can send us a message directly on there or via my email, which is programs@vowvillages.com.
Thank you. And Zach, how about you? How can a veteran get in contact with you in the CVSO office?
Yeah, we always recommend the best way to get a hold of us is calling our office at 262-638-6702, or you can go on our Facebook, Racine County Veteran Services, or on our website as well as on our Racine County website under Veteran Services. So we have multiple ways for people to contact us.
Great. Well, thank you guys for giving us a little bit of your time, and we appreciate the information that you've given out.